All right, welcome everybody to another Hobby CNC with Dave. I'm glad. I'm glad Wade cleared that up because I was trying to think, what the heck is he talking about? My numbers like they're weed too much. And then he said, corrected it and said neighbors. All right, all righty then. And I see Mr. Ryan done snuck in here. Let me go ahead and bring y'all in here. My button works. There he is.
Hey,
Where's that
hey,
big? Where's that great big old honking 3D printer?
there it is.
Oh wow! Look at that monster.
Have you printed anything yet?
No,
Yeah,
not yet. I haven't had time.
like a car or something.
Yeah, right.
A
Yeah,
football helmet?
I mean, it's a big puppy, that's for sure.
yeah. It's huge.
Yeah,
It's huge.
I mean it. As for demonstration of how big it is, I'll just show you the build plate. So this is a bamboo 250 millimeter or 255 or 256 whatever millimeter build
Yeah,
plate.
yeah,
Wow.
So
yeah,
it's essentially 4 times the size.
yeah. That's like a doormat or something. That other one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's massive. It's absolutely massive.
well, I can't believe you haven't printed something today.
I have, unfortunately, I still have work and stuff I have to do.
Oh, them pesky day jobs.
Yeah, but I was able to get the enclosure on.
Okay, well that's good. That's good. I can't wait to. We're gonna see you print something Saturday night then.
Um, maybe we'll see. I mean, by Saturday night, I'll have turned it on.
Okay.
So yeah. Wait, says my it's so big it makes an avid run in fear. Yeah, I mean it's pretty massive.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would run it during a show because the fan, the motherboard fan, is pretty loud. So I don't know if how much that would get picked up by the microphones and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were those doors glass?
Yes,
Oh, nice.
Wow.
yeah.
Nice.
So the sides of the enclosure are metal, and then the front has glass, and then the top actually has half glass, half metal. So it's pretty wild. No. Yeah, Wade. It has the. All right. Well, so for anybody that doesn't know, that's a Solval SV08 Max. I bought it for my birthday. I was backer number 30 on their Kickstarter for it, and it came in yesterday morning or afternoon rather. So we did an unboxing on it last night. Um, it they say that it can go up to 700 millimeters a second, which I don't really care about that because I want it to run good. So I'll run it as fast as I know that it's going to print well. Which I mean, 250, 300 millimeters a second, like maybe a little bit faster than what the bamboo does. I don't know, something in that neighborhood though. But for the bed leveling on it is pretty awesome because it has a eddy current sensor, so it doesn't touch the build plate at all. It just scans over it, so it will scan that whole bed faster than the bamboo will do its bed. It's pretty wild. Oh, John said you couldn't hear it last night. Oh, that's good. Well, um, maybe I can run something with it then. But or maybe I'll go kick it on because the motherboard fan runs all the time. It does not stop when the machine is
Yeah. Well, you know,
live.
when I've done a live from in there in my office and I have the bamboo running,
Mm-hmm.
everybody says, no, it's not that loud. And it's not to them, but it makes it hard for me to hear that's when I have to grab my headphones so I can hear, or else, because if I have to turn the speakers up too loud, then I get the echo. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, that may be what happens to you. You may find you have to grab some earbuds or headphones or something to
yeah,
drown it out so that you can hear.
yeah, and hopefully though by Saturday as well, I'll actually be running the show on a new computer. So
Yeah, yeah.
it my processor came this afternoon, so
Ooh,
it
nice.
All
was
right.
wasn't supposed to show up until tomorrow. Oh, I guess I ruined the first one. But,
Oh,
I mean, it
um,
was ruined when you got it.
that's what I said to it when I returned it.
Yes.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, congratulations on the Soval, and
Thank you.
I understand you had a celebrity in the chat last night.
Yeah, we had Chit.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Chit showed up.
That was nice.
Do it,
Nice.
lady.
Do it, lady. There you go. Yeah, very cool. Uh, all right. Well, Paul, what do you got to tell us about? Anything?
Nope, this has been a boring week. The highlight of my week was I stayed up till 11 o'clock last night watching Ryan put his 3D printer together.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Paul before we went live, Ryan, that he asked me if I'd watched your stream, and I said, "Yeah." I said I was watching it back there. I was already in the bed, had it on the TV back there, and I watched it till about 10 o'clock, and I started getting sleepy, and I rolled over and went to sleep. Woke up a few hours later, and the TV was still on. You were still going. I think by then you were doing the calibration or something. It was doing something. Uh,
Yeah, it took a while to put it together. Well, and the one thing I must say, like, it's nice that they have bags and with the screws in it, and it says for step 1 or 2, whatever, which is a really great idea. But the directions don't go in that type of an order.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
just doing the enclosure step 1 was putting the little magnets on the front of the doorway thing, and that used step 2 screws, and the bottom ones, which was step 2, used step 9 screws. So it made no sense whatsoever.
yeah,
So I just stopped looking at the what the step was and just was like,
yeah.
all right,
Assembly manuals is not their strong suit
no,
usually.
well, and last night it was horrible because I was trying to talk on here and trying to figure out how the hell I was supposed to put it together, and the manual is not good. They have a video of putting it together, which is much better than the manual. So, but it'll be all right.
Yeah,
It's together now, so it will we'll get it moving. And it's a heavy sucker, though. I tell you what, whew,
yeah.
hmm,
Good deal.
she's a beast.
Well, I've been busy this week or the last several days or whatever it is. Uh, I couldn't stand it. Last week I was talking about a Harbor Freight 20-ton press, and so if you look over here, right above the fan, there's my
Oh, there it is.
Harbor Freight 20-ton press that I went ahead and
Mhm.
broke down and bought. And then was talking drum sanders with Paul.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm gonna buy myself an early Christmas present and buy myself a really good drum sander. Because when I got this thing, I've had nothing but little things happen, and uh, once I got the inlay glued in there. And then the next day I came out here and took the clamps off of it, and it had a little hump in it where it had bowed up. So interestingly enough, though, Marcelo, which we all know is excellent at doing inlays, he sent me a little Facebook message. He says, "Hey, just a heads up." He goes, "Since you put all that glue on that one side, all that moisture on one side," he said, "it may buck on you. So if it does," he told me what to do. So I took my little spray bottle of water and misted the backside and then set it up on a couple of boards, and it calmed back down. But of course, it's not like it does it like that. It took a whole day just about, and me misting it a couple of times before it finally got flat enough to surface off the, because you got that waste on the inlay, you've got to surface off.
Yeah.
And so that was another whole day doing that. And then, of course, since I don't have a nice drum sander, I was going to use my orbital sander for everything. And when I went to use my good old Porter cable orbital sander, it was making all kinds of racket, and it was kind of going, and I'm like,
It
okay,
said, hell no.
yeah, this not gonna work here. So I just quit and got online, ordered a DeWalt off of Amazon, and it came the next day. But of course, it doesn't come till the afternoon, so I lost pretty much another whole day doing that. But finally got it sanded. Went through all the grits. I've already give Paul a sneak peek. I may give y'all one too if you want to see it. But it's got the mineral oil on it, and it's still a little dampish, kind of. But it's. I'm just gonna let it get good and dry, and then I will put some. What is that stuff? Walrus oil wood wax, I think is what it is. I got a little can of it, so I'll be putting that on it. But
Oh, that's cool.
But it turned out pretty good. I'll give you all a sneak peek since I let Paul see it.
Oh, wow.
That's how it come out. Got the juice groove on it, and then I CNC cut those little hand pockets so you can pick it up easier. But
how puckery was it to do the juice groove after you've done all that other work?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I had already sanded it. It was baby butt smooth and nice and flat, and of course I have set up my little fence and stuff, and my good old Masso, it remembers the last origin you had set. So even though it had been a couple of days or whatever, I just get it all locked in there so it can't move, and then hit go to work origin, and it goes right to the spot. But I was using a brand new bit. In fact, I think I'm probably going to give one of them to my buddy Jim because I messed up and ordered them off of Amazon. It's a white side, 3/4 inch. What is it called? Round nose or something. It's for doing juice grooves on cutting boards.
Okay.
And I forgot when I ordered it, I'd already put one in my cart. So I wondered when I hit buy now, it seemed like it was a lot more than what it was supposed to be. It was because there was two of them. I added the one to cart, and there was one already in there. So anyway, I got two of them. But yeah, when I got ready to hit cycle start for that, it was like a little bit of the pucker factor because I'm like, man, don't mess up now.
Yeah.
And of course, after that, then I flipped it over to do the little hand pockets on the side, and I used the 1/2 inch. I see a big old skeeter in here. If you see me lifting up from my seat, it's just a skeeter trying to carry me off. But I use the 1/2 inch bowl bit, what is it, the Jenny bit,
Uh-huh.
bowl bit, or whatever that thing is Cody sells. So I use that to do the pockets, and the pucker factor wasn't quite as bad on that because I thought, well, if it messes it up, that's the backside. So, but I'm like, you put all that work, and it's been, a week and a half or so since I first started that.
Yeah.
You don't want nothing to go wrong, but it was all good. It's just, you just have to trust the machine and trust your programming. Did the simulation 2 or 3 times and double checked everything over there before I hit the button. But now that I've done one, lived through it, I think the next one will be uh, a lot easier. But
I think
I
I would
will
do one that was
say,
just like a super, super shallow pass. Just in
well, I
case.
did. I didn't want to get too aggressive. I thought, I'm in no hurry. I just want to make sure it works. So I think I only did like a 16th per pass, and I went 300 deep. So it took like 6 passes or whatever. But I'm like, for this first one, I'm okay with that. I want to make sure
Yeah.
that it works. But it's all good. Like I said, it came out pretty good, and I would definitely encourage anybody who is like me, but seen a video of Broen Wood or somebody like that on YouTube and go, man, I'd like to try that. Go check out those inlay kits at Cutting It Close. And let me just also say, I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I don't get any kickback or anything, but I know I'm going to be buying them from there because I would rather spend my time designing my own designs and then out here running the machine instead of around back in the shop cutting wood with the table saw and gluing it up and then cutting it again and doing the ingrain blanks. I'd rather just buy them ready to go, like that one was from Ryan. I see Marcelo just popped in here. Marcelo, were you here a minute ago when I showed the board? You might have missed it. I'll show it again if he didn't get set, because your tip worked excellent, Marcelo. I did like you said. I took a little bottle and misted the bottom side, and propped it up and let it slowly work its way back down. And it took about a day, but and I had to do it a couple of times, uh, but it did get nice and flat again. So thank y'all for that tip. That worked out good.
Yeah, that cutting board kit. I mean, the amount, like, just already think about how much time you were spending to do the inlay itself, and then think about all the added time that you'd have to do for the assembly of the board itself. Oh,
Yeah. Well, I know that's the reason why when you watch some of these guys on YouTube that are doing cutting boards and they're selling cutting boards, they're doing a bunch of them at once.
yeah,
They're doing at least 5 or 6 at once because you have so much time tied up in just making the in grain cutting board before
yeah,
you even do, because you gotta cut and do the in grain uh, thinner pieces uh, for the inlay part, the plug. So it's and it's not that I can't do it. I got a table saw and a bandsaw, and I got everything back there. I could do it. That's not how I want to spend my time. I want to spend my time designing stuff and then bringing it out here and running. And those kits from Cutting It Close, to me, I mean, they might look, when you go look at them, they might look expensive to start with, but then just stop and figure out how
yeah,
much you think your time's worth. I know my time to me is worth more than what it would to spend all that time making it up myself. And you still got to go get the wood somewhere.
yeah.
You know, if you don't already have it, you got to go somewhere to get the wood. So I can just order it from from Ryan over there at Cutting It Close. A few days later, it's right here at my doorstep. So I think it's well worth it. And of course, if you were trying to make a bunch of them to sell them, I'm sure you could get a better deal from Ryan just because of the way the shipping would work out if you ordered enough to do several kits at once, which I don't know that I might try doing that later on. I know I'm going to do, this one was a walnut base with the maple inlay, and I'm probably going to get just the opposite on the next one. A maple base with the walnut inlay. But you can buy like 5 or 6 different types of wood. You can get padauk, cherry. I can't think of what all they are. Maple, walnut, and then something else too. I can't. But and sometimes if you're lucky, they'll have yellow heart. Every time I've looked, they've been out of that, and it's not available right then. But I guess whenever they get it in, people find out and scoop it up, and then they're out of it again. But
have you seen that video he's got of how he cuts those cutting boards on a sawmill?
Yeah,
that's ingenious to do it that way.
Oh yeah, I mean
Make
the
that
amount of
big
time
block.
that saves is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep, that's a good way to do it for sure. All right, well, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I do have one little thing, and who knows, that may get us wound up and go an hour, but maybe not. But I thought I would share with you something I've been, and maybe y'all can help me out, and maybe somebody knows something else that I don't know. But let me just tell you a little story here. About 3 days ago, I got a notification from Instagram that I had a new follower. You know how you get the little thing up by the little heart, I think. And so I clicked on it, and it tells you who your new follower is. Well, my new follower was Redline CNC.
Mm-hmm.
And when I looked at it, it didn't register. I thought, oh, CNC is just somebody with CNC. You know, I didn't think nothing of it. And then after a while, I got thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, Redline CNC, where have I heard that before? Oh, yeah, that's that company that's working with Onefinity. I think they're already doing Redline spindles and VFDs. And I remembered now in all the little video clips and the, you know, Hamilton's video and Van Strays and STL Woodworking and all that, those guys, you know, they would talk with Morgan about the full 8, which we beat like a dead horse. And then they'd go over and they'd talk to Stone about that new Redline controller, which looks surprisingly like a Massa. But anyway, so after I got to thinking about it, I go, oh, that's who that is. That's that same company. I'm like, well, you know, I'd kind of like to get some more information. I know there's not much out there now. And if you look on the website, and I'm not talking about Onefinity's website, if you look on Redline CNC's website, they have just kind of some specifications, you know, and it looks like a big long list, but really when you read it, it's like, well, everybody's got that. So it's not, I wasn't that impressed with the specifications they were listed on there, but I did want to try to get some more info on it. And really more importantly, when I'm because I had never heard of Redline CNC at all until I started hearing Onefinity's talk about how they partnered with them to get the spindle and the VFDs. And I'm like, okay, you're partnering with another company. It looks like they're kicking PW end of the curve, maybe. I don't know, but I think they quit doing business with them for whatever reason. And now they were doing the Redline spindle. So, but until that happened, and that was only just a few months ago, I guess, I'd never even heard of that company. So I thought, well, I'd like to learn more about that controller because it is interesting. It looks pretty nice. What I saw in those little videos when they were out there at the show at Vegas. So I started seeing what I could find on that World Wide Web. I got on old Google and put in Redline CNC, and it of course found their website. But their website, this is just me talking. I just found it odd that most websites, it doesn't matter whether the company's been in business 20 years or if they're brand new. Most people that do a website, up at the top, one of the things will be about us. And you click on that and they'll say, yeah, we're a new company. We just started this year and blah, 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 something. Well, there isn't one of those about us on the redlinecnc.com. So I thought, okay, well, who are these people? Where are they? Are they in Canada? Are they in the U.S.? Where are they? So I started. Then I was like on a quest to try to find out more about this company. And I'm gonna tell you, I didn't find out a whole lot. But then I thought, okay, let me get me a helper to try to find out about this company.
Oh, you asked your Gemini buddy?
Well, I asked, I guess it was the Google AI.
Oh, okay.
Because it was on the Google search, but I clicked the thing that said AI. And so I put in the prompt for the AI, I says, where is the company called Redline CNC located? And just to make sure they knew what I was talking about, because I know there's some other companies called Redline such and such. So I also put in a prompt, I said, they're the company working with Onefinity CNC and offering their VFDs and spindles. Well, sure enough, they found this one, but it says, and I got it all typed out here so I could read it because I knew I wouldn't be able to remember it. But it says, several businesses operate under the name Redline CNC or variations. To pinpoint the correct one, it's important to differentiate them. Redline CNC, and then in parentheses it says redlinecnc.com, is the company that partnered with Onefinity CNC for their spindle kits and controllers. Their website mentions they design and manufacture innovative, high-quality accessories, including spindles with all-metal VFDs. They have strong emphasis on safety approval for their kits, for their spindle kits. They were recently at AWFS Fair in Las Vegas and have introduced a new controller. Based on the information available, there's no publicly listed address for the Redline CNC. So that tells me it may be somebody working in their garage. That's what that tells me. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And it says no publicly listed address for the Redline CNC that is working with Onefinity CNC. However, Onefinity states that Redline CNC offers support for their products. And I have heard, I think it was Morgan say that in one of the, or maybe it was Stone, I don't remember which one it was, but they're talking about because they're I guess working with, putting Onefinity's name on all that stuff. So it's, kind of a collaboration deal, but they will offer support. So And then it goes on to say it is important to note that other companies with similar names may exist, such as, and then it's the same names I found on there: Redline CNC Ltd, which is in United Kingdom, so I don't think that's it. And it says it's a precision CNC machining company specializing in services like 3, 4, and 5-axis milling. So I don't think that's it. Redline Manufacturing Inc., located in Prosperity, South Carolina, specializing in machining and fabrication. I don't think that's it. Redline Precision Machining, located in Ontario, California, which offers professional machining services to industries like aerospace and defense. I don't think that one's it. And then when you do the AI thing, other little things pop up. So then it says, does Redline CNC have a phone number for customer inquiries? And of course it says yes. The Redline CNC that partnered with One Finney has a phone number for customer inquiries. You can reach them at, and it's got the number, and it starts with an area code 833. Well, when you look up 833, it's a real legit area code, but it's one of those toll-free things, so it could be anywhere in North America. So that told me absolutely nothing either. But then it also said you can get, for a general thing, you can do info@redlinecnc.com, or if you need technical support for Redline CNC spindle kit, support@redlinecnc.com. So at 9:20 this morning, I sent an email to info@redlinecnc.com. And hold on here. As of 8:34 tonight, I haven't heard from them. So I don't know. It's quite a mystery. I'm like, what the heck is the deal with these folks, you know? And what's something else that's interesting to me is I'm now seeing the I can't remember what it was called. I should have saved a screenshot of it. But now Onefinity is doing this special sale, pre-order type thing. Send me your money now, and maybe we'll send you a machine sometime in the coming months, whatever. But it's even saying that it's the special package with this brand new Redline controller that has none of them out in the field, none of them out in the wild. It's unproven. So I'm like, man, I just don't know about these folks. There's no way in hell I would order something like that without knowing. So, like I said, I can't even find out where this company is. And
yeah,
that's, and I'm not saying they're fishy or shady or anything. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying, if you're a company, I don't care if you're brand new or you've been in business 25 years or whatever, you got to make it easy for people to find you and know that where you are, who you are, what your experience is, all that kind of stuff, you know. And I just find it odd that Onefinity's partnered up with them, and
yeah,
Unless Onefinity owns them.
well, there still should be some kind of information when you try to look up
Well,
Redline CNC.
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and the way Morgan talked, he said they've partnered with the folks at Redline CNC. He's not, you know, so I don't know. I just find it really odd. Now, like I said, I'm not saying they're a shit company or anything like that. I'm just saying, what is the deal that you can't find out anything about their products or even where they at, who they are.
Well,
So
I did find it odd, like last year when they announced that partnership with them, that it was like it seemed like at the time that it was a brand new company, and
I believe it is. Yeah.
well, I mean, even then, like it was a hey, we're forming this company to put out spindles for Onefinity.
All right. We got somebody out there that Russ
Yeah,
says that if you do a reverse phone lookup, says they are in
Bartlett.
Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Does it have a phone number other than the 833 area code? Because, like I said, that just shows up as a legit area code, but they said it's a toll free thing, could be anywhere in North America. So,
Yeah,
but I don't, maybe they'll eventually answer my email or something. But I just, again, I know they're a fairly new company. I won't say brand new, but
my guess is that they're not at work yet.
yeah, probably less, or they were at their day job and hadn't got home
If
yet,
you know
you
what
know.
if you know what I'm insinuating at that, but yeah,
But anyway, I just thought it was odd that digging like I did, I couldn't find out not even a single thing really about the company, and and they haven't returned my email, and it's been, like I said, it's been almost 12 hours now, so that's not a good sign. Uh, I doubt they're that busy. They wouldn't have had time sometime during the past 12 hours to return my email and answer. And I'm just at, all I was asking is like, hey, where are you guys located? Are you in the U.S.? Do you manufacture your stuff here, or do you get it made somewhere else and just distribute it? You know, and then I asked him a few questions about that controller, because that's really what I'm wanting to learn more about. But uh, I don't know. I just thought all of it was kind of weird. But then, they're partnered with Onefinity, and they've done some pretty weird things. So, anyway,
yeah,
that
you were digging.
I was digging.
You had your detective hat on.
Like I said, I even got my AI helper. I thought, they'll find something for sure, and all they found is that it's not a publicly listed thing. So I don't know. I don't know what would be a big secret. If you're in business, usually it means you want people to know about you,
Yeah,
not be behind the shadows and just work with some other company.
yeah.
Because
So
when you go, in fact, let me pull up their.
I'll be right back, Dave.
All
sure.
right,
So can you order a Redline spindle and all that from their website, or
I'm
are
pulling it
they?
up now, and I believe you can. Let me
I've
screen.
never looked, so
Here's their here's their website, and see they've even got the controllers listed.
okay.
Now I don't think you can buy one yet. It just says coming soon. But if you click this, it does have the specs listed here. Yeah, right down here. And like I said, this is all just kind of general stuff. It's not really anything that any of the other ones wouldn't have. Um, nothing that's going to really jump out at you and go, "Oh yeah, that's great." Um, but I get it says it's compatible with Windows, Linux, or Mac. But I'm thinking it's supposed to be a standalone thing, kind of like a Masso.
Yeah,
But I wanted to confirm all that. Like I said, I just would like to get an email from somebody that could shed a little light on some of this stuff. But I think let's see, if we wanted to order a water cooled spindle. Well, they're out of stock on everything. Let's go back to one of the other ones. Okay, looks like they've got the air cooled 1.5 and a 65 millimeter. Now, see, this is something else that gets me. All this stuff, it says Onefinity Elite Series, Onefinity Pro Series, but there shouldn't be any reason why you couldn't put this stuff on any machine.
Yeah.
You know, a VFD and a spindle is not going to be machine specific. Let's go look at the 80s. Yeah, it looks like they've got those. They don't have the water cooled one. Looks like. But again, see, they're calling everything Onefinity, 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 and this is the Redline site. Now, when you go to the Onefinity site, that's what you'd expect to see, that they're called the Onefinity/Redline.
Yeah. So it sounds
But
like they're selling exclusively with Onefinity.
yeah, well, except for if you come here to the shop controllers where I was a while ago, and you go here somewhere, let me see, watch me not be able to find it now, somewhere in here. Well, where did I read it?
All right. Well,
Oh, here it is. Here it is. It is highly customizable to almost any CNC platform. So again, it's a controller. You should be able to put it on any kind of a machine. But one thing I did find odd too. Well, a lot of things I found odd. But when you come to their frequently asked questions, they're talking about, this is more like tech support stuff. There's no, where are you located? Oh, we're in such and such, or, you know, no about me or anything. But they did take the time to put merch on there. So they want you to buy merch from them, but even though you don't know where they are, or who they are, or really anything about them. But and this is what I was talking about. If you come here to, well, let's see, where was it?
All right. Well, I did some digging here while you're on the phone.
Now, see, here's that 833 number, which I said just turns out to be a, well, they're saying it's their support number, but it's a toll-free number, but so it doesn't tell you where they are. And then this is where I sent my email to, is right here, info@redlinecnc.com. So, okay, what you got, Ryan?
So I asked the Copilot who owns redlinecnc.com, and it came back and said that a guy named Paul Mowat owns it. And then it said, you know, for more information, go to, you know, whois.com. And so whois.com will give you some registration information. So initially it was registered on 12/17 of 2010. And and it was updated in December of 2024. It's the last time it was, I guess, updated. But it doesn't. The registration is showing as private.
Well, I'm wondering if that means because you're talking about 2010 to, I mean, it might be that somebody was thinking about it and bought the domain name just so nobody else would get it, but then didn't really do anything until later on.
Yeah,
because that's what you're talking about. It's all website information, that who is.
right.
Yeah.
So the registrant contact, it says that the registration is private, but it was done through Domains by Proxy LLC in Tempe, Arizona. So
okay, well, who was it? Russ was saying that it came up.
Well, the phone number comes up in Oklahoma. So, but I guess this is the Domains by Proxy people that were. I mean, I'm guessing they're the ones that registered it for the person or whatever.
Yeah, Jerry, I suppose I could call Onefinity and ask them, but you shouldn't have to call another company to get information about the company.
Why is it so difficult to find out anything about a company that you're spending thousands of dollars with?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's weird. But
Maybe I should buy some merch, and that way, maybe I'd get a.
Where
They
it
probably
comes
have to
from.
return address redacted or whatever. So
yeah, so
I don't know, but it's
it'll
a
be
big
blocked.
mystery, I guess. I guess they don't want me to really buy one of their controllers. I don't know. It did look pretty nice. The only thing I didn't like about it when they were showing it, at that, and that's another thing. I only saw Onefinity people, Morgan and Stone, and of course I saw a lot of YouTubers, Mitts and a bunch of them that were ended up in the video kind of accidentally when somebody was filming it. But I did not see them introduce anybody and go, "This is the Redline CNC rep."
Yeah,
You know, it was all Stone or Morgan talking about the Redline CNC controller.
yeah.
And
Which, if you're introducing a new product, you probably should be there to represent it.
yeah,
I have lots of things to say about that whole thing, but I'm trying to be nice about it.
yeah. I don't know. Like I said, they folks can run their business however they
Oh
want.
yeah,
It's no skin off my nose, but it makes me scratch my head. I'm like, man, are you wanting to sell anything or not?
It's probably a shell company of a shell company of a shell company run by Onefinity.
Who knows? I don't know.
yeah,
I just find the whole stinking thing really odd because like I said, on the Redline CNC website, not the Onefinities, but the Redline, they're saying that controller would work with pretty much any platforms and stuff. Yeah, they don't have any pricing and all that because it's not available yet. But you ought to at least be able to know where you're at, who you are,
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Give some buyer confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, but and again, I'd probably get in trouble for saying this, but them Onefinity people, they buy anything. Like I said, they've got it. In fact, let me go over to the. I'll show you. If I can find it, here we go. All right, now let me add this back over here. Okay, now we're on Onefinity's. See right here on the main thing, it pops up. Limited edition, the Redline Elite, starting at $34.75, and it says right here, package includes a Redline spindle from a
Yep.
company that's new and nobody knows who they are and where they're at, and the Redline controller, which is not even available yet. Limited quantity available. But yeah, send us your money and maybe we'll send you something.
You
I
can
don't know.
order them tomorrow at 10 a.m.
I don't know. Just
Huh.
that's just a weird outfit. And of course, oops. Well, we mentioned earlier there for a while, it was big news that they had partnered with PWN. And, there for a while, everybody was getting the PWN spin. And then it's like they dropped them like a hot potato and went with this virtually unknown company.
Yeah.
Uh, and I wonder what all that was about, And of course, it seemed like about that same time, then all of a sudden you start hearing about the Dominator CNC. So maybe
Which you haven't
one.
heard anything else about recently, have you? Have you heard anything?
I have not looked on their website. I could
It
do
was
that,
popping
but
up there for a good bit, and then I haven't heard anything
I
about that
think
for a
I
while.
think it's another one of those deals where they're got super long lead times or waiting on batches of parts and all that. I think, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether Weather 1Finity says, well, we're gonna drop your spindle package because you're making a CNC that's gonna be better than ours. So and let me go ahead and pull that up, see what I can find on their website since we're.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to continue to offer
I'm gonna.
the NASA.
I haven't even got it pulled up yet, but I'm gonna make a bet. I guarantee you, when I Google PW, if I can spell it, PWN CNC, I guarantee you they're going to have an about thing. Here it is, right here. Let me bring it up. Right here. Yep. About us. See? Since 2019, yada, yada, yada. They let you know who they are. There's the guy's name. Let you know who. This is how you do it, Redline. Quit hiding in the shadows. Put on there who you are, where you're at. And see, these guys, if I'm not mistaken, these guys are, I want to say Oklahoma or Kansas or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly. Maybe it says in here if I slow down and read it. Oh, wait. Is this it? Northwest Arkansas. Yeah, that's where they're at, Arkansas, which is pretty close to Oklahoma. But yeah, see, they got a big whole page of and this guy's all over YouTube. Now, I didn't even mention YouTube. If you go to Redline CNC, they have a YouTube channel. They have a whopping 700 or 800 views on 3 videos. They only have 3 videos on their channel, and all of them were 4 months ago. So you won't find out anything watching their YouTube channel because I've watched all 3 of them. So for some reason, they want to keep their business a big old secret, I guess. But anyway, let's go shopping over here. Want me to buy a Dominator? Let's see here.
Well, they've got a Facebook page.
Redline.
Yeah,
they have. Yeah, they have Facebook, and they also, like I said, that's how I made me think of them, is because I got a notice from Instagram saying, "Oh, you got a new follower," and it was Redline CNC, and I didn't connect the dots right away. All right, where is there? I'm looking at. See, they've been selling all kinds of stuff. I don't even see the Dominator. Where? This is all, parts and different components. Or, oh, well, maybe I got to do this. He's got 31 pages worth of
Holy
stuff.
cow.
But you'd think that, where are the CNCs at? I mean, there ought to be a better way of finding them. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. They're on the front page. Okay, he's saying they offer the most rigid machine for the market. Okay, it says these machines just launched, looking to start shipping in June 25. Well, I wonder if they have.
I don't know.
Need to let me go to YouTube real quick and do a search for Dominator and see if anybody's got one and doing reviews. Let's see if anybody's.
Nothing that I'm finding.
Yeah,
I mean, nothing more than 4 or 5 months ago.
Well,
they're probably in business with Redline.
they're secretly Redline.
This gal right here in this video, this is one that won the the Masso they gave away in April. She won one of them, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything about the Dominator, so I don't know. It'd be nice to know what's going on with that, because their website says still should start shipping June 25. Well, that's what, 2.5 months ago, 2 months ago almost. So I don't know. But I don't know. I just think a lot of this stuff is just crazy. I don't know how they run a business like that. Russ says, or Jerry says, Dave Gatton, CNC Russ is a rock star maker. I'll have to check out his channel. I will. Where'd it go?
Yeah, Jerry says that he used to want a Onefinity until the alt mill was born.
I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah. Now, see, Paul, you're not supposed to say that because you're a one.
Oh, that's right.
You're supposed to be part of that cult. Yeah.
They might want to send me something.
Russ. I'll look up Russ's YouTube channel and see what he's got. Okay, this is, I think that's the wrong, there's other companies called Redline, and I don't think that's it. It could be, but if it is, then why didn't they just say so? Why isn't it listed? What's the big secret? That's what I want to know. What's the big secret?
So I just turned the big boy on. Can you hear the fan?
Nope.
No.
Oh, that's good. It's loud. Oh, there's Mr. JR. How you doing, JR?
Dan says Dave, Onefinity owns them. They need to do something because they're losing. Well, like I said, according to Morgan, they just partnered with them.
Yep.
Yeah, right. I've said it on this show several times now, and I'll say it again. Right now, alt mill's the best game in town. JR's in the house. How you doing, JR? Hope you're doing well. Oh. Harry says, my CNC is fine. I just need to start using it again just as soon as I put door trim around my basement. I'm going to have to take some off so I can be in that club officially. I signed up, but I think I got door trim everywhere.
See, nope, that's not going to work out.
Okay. Well, if he doesn't have a channel, how can I find him? Well, he's got to have a channel if he drops in on your stream, doesn't he? And if he's watching this, maybe not any videos or anything.
I was trying to get my little camera to be able to show the monster for. I told it to calibrate.
I can barely hear it, whatever it's doing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've been over here just an hour talking about nothing. But anyway, as I mentioned earlier, if there's anybody out there who's yeah, it's really hard to make a spindle look different in a BFD. They all,
Yep.
you can put a some lipstick on the outside, but they're all going to look basically the same because I'm sure they're probably all coming from that Chinesian place anyway.
Yep. All right. It's getting ready to start doing the bed mesh. Watch how fast this thing ends up going.
Man, it's scooting, especially when you remember that that's 500 millimeters across.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's moving back like a half inch or so at a time. It's a scooting. And that's the leveling. I guess I should have taken the plastic off the windows.
Oh,
Probably
you
be a
said
little clearer.
you haven't done the plastic yet?
No, I haven't done the plastic yet.
That's one of the first things I do. That way I can get fingerprints all over everything.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get out of here. As I mentioned earlier in the show, if anybody out there has a CNC and they would like to try uh, inlays, whether it be just on anything or cutting board inlays, whatever, uh, go check out Cutting It Close. They have cutting board inlay kits that will save you a ton of time and excellent quality. I can now officially vouch for them because, like I said, I'm all done with that one except for slapping some wax on it. I'm trying to let it finish drying that oil before I put some wax on it. But I will be getting another one here pretty soon. Oh, and I don't think I might have mentioned this. I don't know if I did or not, but I know Paul and I talked about it before the show, but when you buy something from Cutting It Close, it doesn't matter what it is. Like I bought that Bam X, the bourbon colored Bam X, and the tiger colored Bam X, and now I bought this inlay kit. After you buy something from Cutting It Close, about a week later, he'll bug the shit out of you with emails. Hey, how did that work out? Come leave us a review, yada yada yada. Well, here's what happens if because they've got like the 1 through 5 star things you can leave them. But you can also, when you go to leave the review, if you're smart, you'll upload pictures of your project, because you can upload up to 5 pictures, and I think you can even do a video too, if you're not mistaken. But I don't know how long it has to be or whatever. So I just did the pictures. But when you do that and upload the pictures, you get a discount code for your next order. So I've still got one discount code I haven't used yet because I did the one for the first Bam X, the bourbon, but I'd already bought the Tiger Bam X too. But when I got that discount code, I used it on the inlay kit. And then of course I got another, when I reviewed the Tiger Bam X, I got another discount code that I haven't used yet. So I'll use that one when I order my next inlay kit. And then of course, when I review this inlay kit, the first one I'm doing, so you get, I think it's like 8% off if you share photos. And I think it's 12% off if you share a video. But like I said, I didn't do a video because I didn't know how long it had to be or what. I didn't want to put my whole YouTube thing up there. But anyway, so that really helps out to help knock the price down a little bit.
Heck yeah.
Well, it helps cover the shipping if nothing else.
Yeah. Okay. Denny says, looks like Redline has a Yelp rating at the above address. Well, what's the above address? Did he say it earlier? I don't know. I didn't see it. If he said it, I missed it. Oh, he's saying it's in Canada. I don't know. I don't understand why it's such a secret.
Yeah.
If that's where they're at.
I mean, if they're going to be in the 51st state, it's all good.
Heck yeah.
I
Heck
wish they'd hurry up. It would help with tariffs.
yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I still have not got a. Let me check again just to be sure. I still have not got an email from them. So, no, still no email. So, we'll wait and see if I get one the next day or two and see if they even get back with me at all. But anyway, I just found the whole mess a little weird and confusing, I guess.
Yeah.
Why a company that's, and obviously a fairly new company. I don't know. Who knows? All right, well, let's get out of here. I appreciate everybody hanging around. We had a good little crowd tonight, I think. So we will get ready to go. Make sure you go Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern for Making It Up As We Go. Ryan and Paul will be there.
Woo woo.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see, I don't know, a helmet or some crazy big thing, 3D 3D printed on that monster thing he's got.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
He could print a dune buggy body.
Yeah.
No piecing it together either.
He's just climbing and go.
Yes, put it on there and go.
Marcelo, what am I supposed to stop? I did something evidently.
Probably your comment about
stop that about the 51st state.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you make brake shoes for your forklift.
Hey, I don't know if they make a filament strong enough for that.
Well, print a wheel chalk then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, well, we're going to get out of here. Hopefully I'll have something more interesting to talk about. I need to send them another email and say, hey, y'all need to come on the show and talk about who you are, where you at, what you got. Yeah, because I would like to find out more about that controller. And like I said, the one thing I noticed in the video where there was at that Las Vegas show, the one thing I thought, and again, I thought this was weird, the e-stop, they got it on top of the thing instead of on the face of it where you're going to be looking all the time. I just thought, an e-stop is something you got to hit quick and you have to raise up and hit on top of the thing. I just thought it was different. I just put it that way. But anyway, we'll get out of here. Y'all go watch Ryan on Saturday, and we will see y'all next week.
Awesome.
Good night, all.
See ya.
See ya.